Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the...
Bobcats will take over first and 10.
Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Fires left. It's caught. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these end routes. But good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
He lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas State. What a grab and go for the score.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Milroe. He finds his man. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently, they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Now on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to throw here on second down. With the catch, it's Haynes. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in their zones are. And they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down at them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Picks up the first down. Get the touchdown, get the first down, or just get down. And the quarterback does.
Already, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Looking for a man, it's Milroe. And it's incomplete on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Bobcats want to move quickly. Looking to move it through the air. Now improvising. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Real really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's McLeod. Now adjusting. Open space at the 25.
These guys aren't human aid. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And that's the second time he's gotten to the quarterback, following the legacy of those great Crimson Tide pass rushers like Will Anderson, like Ryan Anderson or Tim Williams, or the great Derek Thomas or Cornelius Bennett, who could get to the quarterback.
I like it. You run out of oxygen naming all these guys. and that's what they do. They're a pressure.
Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas A, 7, Alabama, 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And he unleashes a long one. And he makes the catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun, the ground game. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Bernard. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bama! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And they tacked on the extra point. about to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Coming after it. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Back to pass, it's McLeod. Looking for a deep man. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other. It was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He's off to the races. Running inside the 20. Touchdown time! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that pass is intercepted. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Milrow. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies, 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Feeling some heat. Pulls it in on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. He's got it. Across the 25, he's got room. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bobcats. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, you click it early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit.
Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this quarterback is looking dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the ball is intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Firing deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Texas State. And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Alabama, 14.
Coming out with it, it's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
On the run, fires downfield. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
Texas State, 35. Alabama, 14.
The Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it, because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recovered their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding, just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room. Going for it all. He's got it on the right. They're finally able to haul him down in midfield.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
That's a great job of the defense turning the page. You just gave up a big completion. You come right back here, you defend another shot down the field. That should hopefully give him a little bit of confidence.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And 3 receivers on the left side here on 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. They get to the line quickly. They'll throw it on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to bully their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the pass is intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
You've just seen in this game, the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touch, and he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. He might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
And it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get 1, it's a nice day. But when you get 2, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
They'll leave it with him. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas State 35, Alabama 21.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. To the air, it's McLeod. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. And he'll be brought down.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right?
Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And this is one of those where you go, ooh, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Back to pass, it's McLeod. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about...
Oh, he wants it all. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.